Hello, dear students of class 10. This is Priyanka Upadhyay, your physics teacher. And today in this video, we are going to solve numericals from part A, that is from the chapter 3, machines. Okay. The first numerical is a crowbar of length 120 centimeter has its fulcrum situated at a distance of 20 centimeter from the load. So crowbar is a class 1 lever. So definitely fulcrum will be in between effort and load. So the crowbar of length 120 centimeter. Fulcrum is at the distance 20 centimeter from the load. It means the total length of the crowbar is 120 centimeter. So the load arm will be 20 centimeters here. Distance of 20 centimeter from the load. Okay. So that is load arm is 20 centimeter. So therefore effort arm will be 120 minus uh, that is total length minus load arm, that is 100 centimeter. So the mechanical advantage is effort arm divided by load arm. Mechanical advantage is effort arm divided by load arm. So what is your effort arm? 100 centimeter divided by 20 centimeter. Your answer is 5. Okay. So as we know that mechanical advantage is a pure ratio and it doesn't have any unit. Second one, a pair of scissors has its blade 15 centimeter long, while its handles are 7.5 centimeter long. What is its mechanical advantage? So in this case, see here, what is happening? The mechanical see here, the effort arm is how much? 7.5 centimeter. Load arm is 15 centimeter. It is a lever of class 1. Okay, so the mechanical advantage is effort arm divided by load arm. That is nothing but 7.5 centimeter divided by 15 is 0.5. Okay, third one, a force of 5 kgf is required to cut a metal sheet. A shears used for cutting the metal sheet has its blade 5 centimeter long, while its handle is 10 centimeter long. What effort is needed to cut the sheet? So this is a lever of class 1. So here we know that the effort arm is how much? 10 centimeter and load arm is 5 centimeter. So first we need to find the mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage is nothing but effort arm divided by load arm, that is 10 divided by 5, it is 2. Okay, to find the effort, what we need to do? We have a formula, that is mechanical advantage is nothing but load divided by effort. Okay, mechanical advantage is nothing but load divided by effort. So we'll use that formula, effort is equal to load divided by mechanical advantage. So it is nothing but 5 divided by load is 5 and mechanical advantage is how much? 2. So therefore effort is 2.5 kgf. Next, fourth one, the diagram below shows a lever in use. Okay, so this lever is in use. To which class of lever does it belong? So fulcrum is situated in between effort and load. So it is a class 1 lever. If AB is equal to 1 meter, here AB, the total length of AB is 1 meter. AF is 0.4 meter. Find its mechanical advantage and calculate the value of E. Here, AB is 1 meter, AF is 0.4 meter, then definitely BF will be 0.6 meter. Okay, so next mechanical advantage is nothing but effort arm divided by load arm. Effort arm is how much? 0.6 meter divided by 0.4 meter. It is 1.5. So next one, we need to calculate the value of E. Effort we need to calculate. So we have the formula, mechanical advantage is equal to effort by load by effort. So effort is equal to load by mechanical advantage. So load is how much? 15 kgf and mechanical advantage is 1.5. Therefore effort is 10 kgf. Okay, and fifth numerical is a man uses a crowbar of length 1.5 meter to raise a load of 75 kgf by putting a sharp edge below the bar at a distance 1 meter from his hand. Draw a diagram of the arrangement showing the fulcrum, load and effort with their directions. Okay. So it's a crowbar, so definitely it will be class 1 lever. So in this case, fulcrum will be in the middle of load and effort. Okay, so man uses a crowbar of length 1.5 meter. So the length of the crowbar is how much? 1.5 meter to raise the load of 75 kgf. The load is how much? 75 kgf by putting a sharp edge below the bar. So this will act as this sharp edge acts as a fulcrum. Okay, so definitely it will be fulcrum. So this will be load and this will be effort. So in case of class 1 lever, load and effort acts in the same direction. So load and effort are acting in the same direction. Okay, state the kind of lever. As we have stated, it is the class 1 lever. So third one, calculate load arm, effort arm, mechanical advantage and the effort needed. Okay, so the total length of the crowbar is 1.5 meter. Effort arm is 1 meter. So the load arm is how much? 0.5 meter. So effort arm is 1 meter. Mechanical advantage is effort arm divided by load arm. It is 1 divided by 0.5, that is 2. The effort needed is effort is equal to load divided by mechanical advantage. So load is how much? 75 kgf divided by mechanical advantage is 2. So the effort needed is 37.5 kgf. Sixth one, a pair of scissors is used to cut a piece of cloth by keeping it at a distance 8 centimeter from its rivet and applying an effort of 10 kgf by fingers at a distance of 2.0 centimeter from the rivet. Okay, so we need to find the mechanical advantage of scissors and the load offered by the cloth. First one, and in B part, we need to find how does the pair of scissors act as a force multiplier or as a speed multiplier. Okay, so it will be understood by finding mechanical advantage and velocity ratio. So we know that effort arm is how much? 2 centimeter. Load arm is 8 centimeter. So the given effort is how much? 10 centimeter. Rivet is nothing but the fulcrum point. Okay. So the mechanical advantage is effort arm divided by load arm. 2 divided by 8, it is 0.25. And load is how much? Mechanical advantage into effort. So mechanical advantage is 0.25 into effort is how much? 10 kgf. So it is given. So the load is 2.5 kgf. The pair of scissors acts as a speed multiplier since mechanical advantage is less than 1. See, mechanical advantage is less than 1. Therefore, pair of scissors acts as speed multiplier. Next one. Okay. Seventh one. A 4-meter long rod of negligible weight is to be balanced about a point 125 centimeter from one end and a load of 18 kgf is suspended at 60 centimeter from the support on the shorter arm. Okay, if weight W is placed at a distance of 250 centimeter from the support on the longer arm, find W. If weight 5 kgf is kept to balance the rod, find its position. Third one, to which class of lever does it belong? Okay, see here. The total length of the rod is how much? 400 centimeter. 18 kgf load is at 60 centimeter from the support. W kgf weight is suspended at 250 centimeter from the support. So according to principle of moments, what is this? 18 into 60 should be equal to W into 250. So W will be how much? 4.32 kgf. You know this concept. Okay. principle of moments and all. So just use that one and substitute the values. So given in second case, given weight is 5 kgf. 18 kg of weight is placed at 60 centimeter from the support. Let 5 kg weight be placed at x centimeter or d centimeter from the support. Again, from the principle of moments, 18 into 60 will be equal to 5 into d. So in this case, the unknown distance will be 216 centimeter from the support on the longer arm. It belongs to class 1 lever because the fulcrum is in between load and effort. Okay. Eighth one. A lever of length 9 centimeter has its load arm 5 centimeter long and effort arm 9 centimeter long. To which class does it belong? A lever of length 9 centimeter has its load arm 5 centimeter. Okay, load arm 5 centimeter and effort arm how much? 9 centimeter long. Second one, draw the diagram for lever showing the position of fulcrum and direction of both load and effort. Third one, what is the mechanical advantage and velocity ratio if the efficiency is 100%? Fourth one, what will be the mechanical advantage and velocity ratio if the efficiency becomes 50%? So, first answer, length of lever is equal to effort arm. The effort arm is also more than the load arm. See here, length of the lever is equal to how much? Effort arm. A lever of 9 centimeter and effort arm is also 9 centimeter. So here you need to understand lever is also of 9 centimeter and effort arm is also of 9 centimeter. It means it is a lever of class 2 because the load will be in between fulcrum and effort. So diagram we need to draw. So fulcrum, we know that it is class 2 lever. So fulcrum will be here, load will be in the middle and effort will be at one end. Okay. So in this case, what happens? Load and fulcrum will act in the opposite direction. So load will be acting downwards and effort will be acting upward. So this is your load arm. Sorry, this is fulcrum to effort is effort arm and load to effort is load arm. Okay. So mechanical advantage is effort arm divided by load arm. Effort arm is 9 centimeter and load arm is 5 centimeter. So the mechanical advantage is how much? 1.8. So relationship between mechanical advantage, efficiency and velocity ratio, we know that is mechanical advantage is equal to eta into velocity ratio. So as the efficiency is 100%, it means it is 1. So mechanical advantage is equal to velocity ratio. When the efficiency reduces, its mechanical advantage also reduces and velocity ratio remains same. So when the efficiency becomes 50%, mechanical advantage will be 0.9. See, 50%. Okay, that is mechanical advantage will become 0.9 and velocity ratio will be 1.8 as it is. The diagram below shows a lever in use. Okay, so this diagram shows the lever in use. So to which class of lever does it belong? So the load is in between effort and fulcrum and effort and fulcrum are in opposite direction. So this is lever of class 2. Next one, if FA is 80 centimeter, FA is 80 centimeter and AB is 20 centimeter. AB is 20 centimeter. Find the mechanical advantage. AB is 20 centimeter. It means FB is how much? It is 100 centimeter. So AB is 20 centimeter. mechanical advantage, that is BF, load arm divided by effort arm divided by load arm. Effort arm is how much? 100 centimeter divided by load arm is 80 centimeter. Therefore, mechanical advantage is 1.25. So we need to calculate the value of E. Effort is load divided by mechanical advantage. Load is 5 kgf divided by mechanical advantage is 1.25. Therefore, effort is 4 kgf. Next one. The figure shows wheelbarrow of mass 50 kg carrying a load of 30 kgf with its center of gravity. Center of gravity will be acting downwards. Okay. Center of gravity will be exactly in the middle of the load. The point B and C are center of wheel and tip of the handle, such that the horizontal distance is AB is equal to AB, okay, is equal to 20 centimeter and AC is 40 centimeter. AC is 40 centimeter. So what we need to calculate here? We need to find the load R, okay, effort arm, mechanical advantage, and the minimum effort required to keep the leg just off the ground. So load arm is how much? 20 centimeter. So this is load arm. Okay. Effort arm is how much? 60 centimeter. This is fulcrum. Okay, this is load. This is effort. So load arm is 20 centimeter, effort arm is 60 centimeter. The mechanical advantage is here, CB. Okay, CB divided by AB. Okay, so that will be how much? 60 divided by 20, mechanical advantage is 3. So we need to find the total load. So total load is how much? 30 plus 15. Okay, that is 45 kgf. So now we need to find the effort. Effort is how much? Effort is what? Load divided by mechanical advantage. So load is how much? Total load is 45 kgf divided by mechanical advantage is 3. So effort is 15 kgf. Okay. The diagram below shows the use of a lever. Okay, it is fulcrum, it is effort, and it is load. So this is a class 3 lever. State the principle of movement as applied to above lever. Okay, so principle of movement as it is applied to lever. So what it is, according to the principle of moment of load about the fulcrum should be equal to moment of effort about the fulcrum. That is, load into load arm should be equal to effort into effort arm. Okay, so to which class of lever does it belong? As I have said earlier, it is a lever of class 3. One more example is knife. Okay, and third one, if FA is 10 centimeter, FA, that is effort arm is 10 centimeter, and AB is 490 centimeter. AB is 490 centimeter. Therefore, load arm will be 500 centimeter. Okay. So, one load is given, calculate the mechanical advantage and the minimum effort required to lift the load, that is 50 Newton. So, here FA is 10 centimeter, AB will be 490. So, BF, the total length will be how much? 500 centimeter. Mechanical advantage is nothing but effort arm by load arm. Effort arm is 10 centimeter, load arm is 500 centimeter. So, it is mechanical advantage is 1 by 50. So, the minimum effort required to lift the load is effort is equal to load divided by mechanical advantage. So 50 divided by 1 divided by 50, it will be 2500 newtons. 12th one, 12th one, that is last numerical. A fire tongs has its arms 20 centimeter long. It is used to lift a coal weight of 1.5 kgf by applying an effort at a distance 15 centimeter from the fulcrum. Find the mechanical advantage of fire tongs and the effort needed. Here, fire tongs are of class 3 levers. So arms are of 20 centimeter, effort arm is 15 centimeter, load arm is 20 centimeter. Okay, so the mechanical advantage is effort arm divided by load arm, 15 by 20, that is 0.75. And effort is how much? Load divided by mechanical advantage, 1.5 kgf divided by 0.75, that is 2 kgf effort. So we will stop here with the numericals from part A, and the numericals from part B will be discussed in another video. Thank you.